The start of a brand new Minecraft world is always super exciting. I am Joshgetslost, and today I am starting not just any old Minecraft world, but this is a world that I hope to really be a forever world for me. I'm very excited to explore this world, to build, to basically create a world within the world. And I hope you guys are here to join me as well. Here we go. All right, we have spawned in. We've got a nice little seed here. There's forest, there's village right nearby. I've marked our spawn with a little dirt pillar to help us out. Oh, first thing you find in the world, stone cutter. I guess I can't get it because I don't have any tools yet, but that's really cool. There's a bed. Let's set spawn there just in case something should happen to us in this first little go around. We've got a lava pool. That's very nice. I could see this being the type of seed a speedrunner might like, with the village and lava pool right next to it. All right, let's get over and get some trees, and we'll talk a little bit about what some of my plans and hopes for this world are as we go throughout the video. But we've got some tree punching and item crafting to get going because this daylight will only last so long, and you know, can't build a world if you don't have tools and materials. So let's get started. Punch, 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 punch. First rule of our world, do not leave floating trees. Make sure we got all of those. There we go. Let's get a crafting table as soon as I decide to finish this tree. These old style forests tend to have trees whose leaves all grow together, and in order to get rid of all the leaves, you got to get rid of all the trees. So here we go. All right, I think we're good there now. All right, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get some planks. Let's get some sticks. Going way out of order today just for fun. Here we go. Crafting table. Let's put this over by our spawn point just in case we ever need it for any reason. It's here. All right, let's get our first pickaxe of the world. That'll probably be the only wooden tool we'll make unless we need to later for some reason. All right, let's go over to the village and see what we find. I know there was a stone cutter in here that was calling my name. Excuse me, mister. I want this to be my first non-tree item of the world. It's pushing me out of the way. I'm going to need some food. I saw some hay bales over there. We can go get some of those. Hello, cat. These hay bales are really good for early game. You can craft them into wheat and then turn the wheat into bread. And bread's a decent, first day snack for a Minecraft world. Doesn't hold up too long in the long run, but it gets you started. All right, I think that should probably be enough. Oh, maybe we'll do one or two more. I'm going to do all of them. Let's do all of them. All right, we got a smelting furnace in there. Blast furnace, I think is the actual name. That could come in handy later when we start getting ores like iron and gold to melt down and turn into ingots. Oh, we got a broken portal right here. So more lava. Ooh, looks like our first iron of the world is right here in the form of these iron ingots. And we got a sword. So pretty cool. And we've got ourselves a free chest. So, hey, can't beat that. We'll come back and look at you later when we get some more materials. And like any world of mine, I'm starting to leave crafting tables all over the place already. Ooh, let's put it in here. Ooh, there's some pre-made bread for us. Let's get that. I got some potatoes for crops later. Some sapling. And I put this crafting table in the worst possible spot. Such is life. We do have our iron now. We get a little bucket. All right, let's get our inventory sorted out a little bit here. There we go. And load these up. Put our precious things that we don't need in. Man, that guy's just lumbering right out there outside the window. Get our bread, and now let's remove this. because I'm an idiot and I put it in the one spot I actually need to get access to, because I want to make that a double chest since we got that free chest earlier. All right, we've got a little house here. We can, at least for the first couple days or two, get us started. But I do want, by the end of this episode, to have a house built, because you know I've done the whole live in a villager house thing. It's fun, but I want to play this series a little different than maybe I did if you watched the space base on an SMP that I've been working on. There, it was all about going really fast. I had Elytra by the end of day 2, had a bunch of my farms up and running, but really minimalized a lot of things and focused on getting materials and farms set up really quick so I could begin to just really overhaul the world in a massive fashion. Here, I want to go a little slower. You only get one time in a forever world to do things like going to the end for the first time, going to the nether, all those things. And so I want to establish some rules about kind of how we're developing this world. One of the things I think I'm already going to do is have a rule that's no ugly farms, meaning I can't just build some farms and hide them away underground just to get them done and quick. What I've got to do is, if I'm going to build a farm, I've got to have a purpose for it in the world and make a build around it. So that'll definitely slow our progress a little bit. But also, if you guys have ideas for certain things I could do, maybe it's certain restrictions involving villagers or other things like that. I just heard a skeleton. Let's back up a little. We got some coal. Let's get some torches. If you guys have ideas for other restrictions, maybe like only a certain types of villagers I can use till I get to the end or other things like that, put them in the comments. I would love to take some of your ideas and run with them. All right. I guess he wasn't in there. All right. There's some more coal I saw on my way back up to the top here. This was not a very long cave, but that's all right. I don't really have any gear or other things, so I don't want to get going too far. Let's craft some of our stone tools for the first time. Get some more torches, and let's get our first stone pickaxe and get that advancement as well. We'll make sure to put that wooden pickaxe up in the storage chest up there so it can be a reminder of our first tool of this forever world. Ooh, let's get some copper. I definitely want to use that, perhaps maybe even in our first build of the world. Oh, I didn't look in this chest before. Apples, bread, our first emerald. And, sir, excuse me, sir, I have dyed this bed. It is mine now. Please leave, sir. I beg of you. Sir, let me... Sir, why are you standing on me? These villagers can be really rude sometimes. All right. So, we're back up here. Ooh, we've got a little... corral already made here for some animals. Let's get those going so we can get some farms set up, because those of course take time to get all the animals that we need for them. Let's clear out the space in here. I'm not sure if cows or sheep will go in here. Let's kind of see whoever we can find first. There's some hay. We'll need to get that into wheat so we can... Ooh, chicken egg. Let's see. Do we have a chicken? Nope. All right. Let's get... I have 24 hay bales in my thing, so I guess I didn't need that. All right, cows. Oh, and sheep. I don't really want you guys mixed. No, enough. I don't really want you guys all mixed together because that makes this hard in the long run. But I also don't feel like trying to chase you guys around. So let's see. Worst case, I can just kill 2 of you after this. Come in. Looks like the sheep are the first in, and everyone else is out. 1 sheep and 1 cow will not make a farm. Minecraft has not created chimeras yet that can be made. Let's put a block over here so that maybe they'll follow over the fence and not be blocked in. But they'll run into the leaves for some stupid reason. All right. Oh, we got both cows in and no sheep. Guys, that's a professional Minecrafter. All right, so we got this little wool stalls over here, but we've got all these fencing. So let's steal this and use it for our sheep. One of my goals in this forever... Is that dude just still standing up there? one of my goals in this forever world is to create a medieval fantasy world. Some of you followed along way back in the day, a couple years ago, when I was creating builds based on Lord of the Rings on an SMP I was playing on. Those vids are still on the channel. The audio is a little rough, but you can find them. And there were some great things that we did in that world that I had a lot of fun building. And I've been doing space and modern and industrial type stuff on some of my SMP builds over the last couple of years. And I want to get back to really kind of where Minecraft is designed for, more of a pre-industrial medieval time period. Now there's no telling, this is a forever world. Maybe there'll be spots where there'll be time warps or something in the future. But for now, we want to get this going in a very medieval fantasy style, which means probably this first area in typical epic medieval fashion will be not just our starter house, but will be really kind of a classical small farming village where, you know, the main character of, say, a fantasy story would begin their world. I heard skeleton down here, so I'm like, hey, is there maybe a spawner down here? Maybe there's something right underneath this house that we chose that we could find. Let's go check it out. Plus, skeletons leave bows and bones, and those can be very, very helpful. But let's see what we have to deal with here. Not found any cobblestone yet, so that's doesn't seem likely that we're having a spawner. And of course, there's also zombies. Guessing it's just a cave, but we will find out here in a second. Oh, is that more light? There it is. There's the whole, looks like a cave right underneath the ground here. Caving is not my favorite thing in Minecraft. I tend to love being on the surface where it's nice and safe and the sun is out. Oh, hello. Oh, I have not made a shield yet. I do have iron though from those ingots that those nuggets that we found earlier. So maybe I'll head back up and get a shield made. And eat some bread. I feel like when you have bread as your food, you're just always eating in this game. Oh, looks like some of our copper is smelted. That's cool. Very cool. All right, let's get that organized and get our iron. Let's go ahead and make some shears. Those might be helpful for collecting things like vines or lichen. And there is our shield. All right, we're tough. We're outfitted. We have no armor, but we do have a shield and a sword. So let's work our way down. Maybe make a little staircase here, connecting down to this cave, and take out these baddies because they're just noisy and they're kind of annoying me. And I don't want them right under my house. Hello, sir. Not today, thank you. Oh, didn't quite get that. Don't fall off. That's the worst, when you almost got one killed and then, hey, you got an iron shovel. You got nicer stuff than me. That's not fair. Oh, well, now I have an iron shovel that is almost completely worn down. Looks like there's this must be that hole that was up top. Got some coal here. Got it lit up, nice and safe. Definitely nothing approaching from the left. Yeah, I saw it, guys. Don't worry. Those things are slow. Die, please. Let's get this coal so we can get more torches and maybe get a little more of this cave lit up, at least here on the side where the quarry isn't. Maybe we'll make a quarry in this world since we're doing medieval. I've never really made like a big quarry build, but maybe that's something we could make. If you guys have ideas for types of builds or things you'd like to see me make in this world, let me know. Perhaps your suggestions will inspire me to make something that I've never even thought of making before, and that could be a lot of fun for us to do as a community. By the way, I am putting the seed of this world down in the description below, so you can follow along and also play here if you like the look of it and want to kind of have a similar world. That'd be awesome. But, ooh, iron. Let's get some iron. But I do ask that if you are following along on this seed, don't try to spoil stuff by telling me, hey, there's this thing exactly at this point. That's just not fun. I like discovering and exploring on my own. All right, let's head up. We got a little bit of iron. And oh, it's night. Let's get to bed. But then maybe we can find some spiders on the edge of the spawning radius here as all the skeletons and zombies burn up. There they are on fire. Maybe we can find a spider because this is 121.2, the bundle update. And now bundles can be crafted with just one piece of leather and one piece of string, making them a lot easier to get early game. And I would love to have a bundle before I go out on a boat and start exploring this world a little bit more. It makes it really easy to stack a lot of small items together that you find while you're out exploring and you just need a few of to maybe bring back and start a farm in your world. So let's hope we get some string from this bad boy. Just an eye. So now I'm not going to be able to get a bundle because I can't find string. There is lots of leather around here. No, not the horses. Killing horses in Minecraft is wrong. Talk about this guy. Let's get him. We've got our 2 cows for breeding in the pen already, so we can take out some other animals. Ooh, and as well as loot some of this mob droppings that are out here. Do have to keep an eye out for creepers because they do not burn in the sun. But the skeletons and zombies should mostly be gone. All right. Hello, cow. We got a great flower forest happening over here. We'll definitely be able to get some awesome dye things set up. Oh, and another lava pool. We are definitely not lacking for lava in this overworld here. Ooh, is that cherry up there? Very nice. We have a ravine. I think I remember seeing the cherry earlier. There are always a lot of things on your mind when you are starting a brand new Minecraft world. This is a pretty forest. All right, let's go over here and check out the cherry grove, cherry blossom grove, whatever it's called. Ooh, sugarcane. Cannot forget that. Let's get a little bit of that to start a sugarcane farm back at our base. All right, we got a dripstone cave. We do love some dripstone. One of those really useful early game things for once you get it, you can start setting up a lava regenerator, and that definitely helps with fuel. You can use all your coal instead for things like torches. So I find it super, super helpful to get some dripstone, but hopefully I can get some without getting any surprises here. Oh, hey, creeper. Okay, I felt like I was pretty far from him when he went off. Whatever. Ooh, free copper. Let's look around, get a little more light here just to be safe. There we go. There's some dripstone. Just kind of keep our eyes out, head on a swivel. Get a few of these, and we can always come back for more, or we can always grow some ourselves back at the base if we need to. But this isn't very far, so we should be good. Pretty cave. Maybe, you know, as we look at caves in this world in the future, not anytime really soon, but in the future, maybe we can build some like dwarven stuff. One of my favorite things that I built in the previous kind of medieval fantasy world with the Lord of the Rings kind of theming was I built an iron farm in a cave with this huge dwarven carving, and it was pretty awesome. Cutting some cherry trees. Gotta love the particles floating down from the leaves. Definitely with my shears collect some of these leaves, but also I want to make sure I get these saplings because then we can just regrow these back at our base. All right. Oh, it has gotten night. I'm looking around for spiders, but oh, there's 2. Come on, give us some string. If we get some string, we can get the bling. And by bling, I mean the bundle. I don't think I got any string, but I'm not about to look at my inventory right at the moment. That horse about gave me a heart attack. Thought it was some kind of evil force over there. But no, you're just a nice horsey, just chilling. All right, got my head on a swivel. I do not have a bed, but I do have the ingredients for bed as I've been killing sheep while I've been wandering around. So let's get another bed. Let's sleep. And I think we're almost home, but we can get back home a little safer with that. All right, let's get going. Oh, I see some mobs on fire. Let's go try to get some of those drops from them. Maybe see if there's any spiders we might have missed. Oh, gosh. Endermen. They are not supposed to be here. They should be in their own dimension. All right, let's get some bones. Oh, there's another one. Oh, he made it to the water. I see how you are, you little tricksy fella. But now you're dead. Oh, I got some arrows with that one too. That's cool. All right, let's get going back home. Got a lot of raw beef here that we can cook when we get back. That should help us a lot with our food issues here in the future. That guy is still zipping around here. I need to go get that bed. You know what? Let's catch the Enderman in a boat. Because they get in the boat, they can't move, and then we can kill them. And maybe get an ender pearl, or if they have like a grass block. No grass block. Sir, you did not get in the boat, sir. Well, now you got in the boat. Good thing I didn't pick up my bed, I guess. How did you not get in the boat? And then how did you, I know they expanded the reach an update or two ago of all the mobs sideways, but come on, man. Where's my sword? My axe. Why are you still making noises? Unless there's a second one of you out there lurking. All right, so let's take him down. So funny story, I almost thought about launching this as a hardcore series. Of course, I would not have been considering it any kind of forever world. But now you see why I don't play hardcore. But if I was playing hardcore, I wouldn't have messed with that at all. I would have just left that Enderman to himself. But anyways, welcome back to the base. Let's get some cows going. Oh, it's a baby. And let's get our stuff put away. I want my blue bed back. It's mine. All mine. All right, we got some mutton in there we can eat. Iron Golem, you let me die right around the hill. Next episode, we'll have to do something. I do have some ideas for commemorating our deaths in this world, so that way they are meaningful and, you know, they do have some sort of, you know, effect on the game and something to be remembered by, but we're not quite there yet. We got our buckets. I want to cook some stuff. Let's plant these cherry trees. Early Minecraft, there's always 80,000 things to do. This must be the hole where that one cave came out. Looking at the pigs, looking at the flowers. Keep an eye out for spiders that might be around. Just in case. But I need to get some water. Oh yeah, little infinite water source over here. Nice of you to set that up for me, Mr. Farmer Villager. You're the only villager I like. You're not pushing me out of the way. You're just sitting there chilling, farming, enjoying life. All right, where would I want an infinite water source? This is a possibility. You can see myself building a building over there in front of the cherry background. I gotta fix those stalls. They look kind of weird just floating there in the air now that I stole all the fencing. Let's just put it right here behind the house. It'll be nice and easy to get to when I need it over here. I still haven't 100% decided where I'm going to build this starter house. I might put it over here. I've also been looking across the river from spawn area over at that little forest because it kind of makes sense to have a little cottage, like maybe away in the woods, not right next to the other village, and you can, so to speak, go to town and get stuff as you need it, but live a little farther out. That seems very medieval fantasy, so we'll see. I've got a little bit to go to collect some more materials to begin working on the house. So let's count. Let's see. We did 15. We need to go to the 8th block. And I forgot what I was doing. Let's try again. There we go. Does the water reach all the way down? Perfect. Well, we get some seeds out of this, but we got to plant some sugar cane. Get that going, because someday when you do need paper, you end up needing a lot of it very fast. So always good to get that sugar cane crop going. Guys, we got our crops started, but now it's time to explore the world. And my favorite thing to do in Minecraft, sometimes I do this before I even settle down and begin farming, is head out in a boat and begin looking for treasures, begin looking for different biomes, begin seeing what all is in this world and what it has to offer. And so here we go. Let's head out and look. Something weird's happening with the water over there. Is it running into like a ravine or something? Let's see. Oh yeah, it's definitely going down into something. Is this like a giant? Whoa! Look at this. Look at this, like I can't even call it a chasm. It's not a ravine. It's huge and round. Ooh, I see iron down there. I definitely want that iron. And it's pretty well lit there in the middle. I bet I could go down, get some iron, sneak my way back up. No harm, no foul. Make sure I don't drown. Make sure a creeper doesn't join me here in the water stream. Oh, I see the welcome wagon has arrived. Sir, how long have you been tracking me? It's all right. Bones are always helpful. You never know. We might meet a dog in this world that we could make our friend. All right, let's get some iron. I could definitely see us. Originally I was thinking of building some kind of dwarven thing in that little tiny quarry we had over by our base. But now that I see this thing, I'm thinking maybe this is where a dwarf city could go in the future. And we've got like cave spider spawners if we need those. Very useful. Keeping an eye out. I see that creeper there on the edge. I'm checking above me every once in a while, just to make sure something doesn't drop on me and send me back to spawn or to the bed where I last slept in. All right. Probably could have played it safer and set a bed up at the top of this to come back. I'm trying to get to this cobweb so I can get some string for my bundle. And skeletons keep coming from that dark spot and attacking me. Ooh, might as well get that iron there. All right. Oh, and we've got a spider. Of course, I finally find string and a spider shows up and drops string right then. All right. You guys are in a hole. Oh, never mind. You can't get redstone with stone anyways. And I have not made my iron pick yet. Let's just check this out of curiosity. Was that my last torch? Oh, good. That's the end of the hallway. Let's get some iron. All right. We got lots of rails, and man, there might be multiple cave spider spawners over there. I'll have to come check this out again later, but I do like that they're all the way out in the open and pretty easy to access and not too far from our base. That's pretty cool. All right. I think my boat is on me. Let's get going and let's keep exploring the world. Finally get out of the little land that we've been in and the rivers and out into the ocean. Oh, you know what would be a good idea? Don't know if you guys ever do this in your world, but add a little compass so if I see it, I'm reminded that this indeed, if you turn left here, put a torch on it. If you turn left here into this river, you will arrive back at our base. Of course, with our base being near spawn, at least to start with, it should be pretty easy. And it looks like we have a few biomes over here, not too far off in the distance. I'm going to get my bundle so I can begin putting away some of this stuff. Like, for example, the string. Bundles do work a little differently now. Not only can you craft them with one piece of string and one piece of leather, but it involves left clicking to put stuff in them instead of right. So it's going to take me a little bit to get used to the new mechanics. And there's also some ways you can access the items within without dumping everything out in reverse order. I've been smelting some iron over here while I took a little nap on top of this shipwreck. So I could get geared up because I realized, if I had gone to face those skeletons and had been there too long, I definitely would have been drastically injured. There we go. We're all ironed up. Ooh, moss and carrots. Yeah, ooh, an aqua affinity cap. But I just made a helmet. Let's get out of this shipwreck. All right, we're heading over here because I'm a goofy person and blue flower. Get out of my inventory, kelp. Means blue dye. And now you can dye bundles. So our blue bundle, dark blue at least, will be our exploration bundle. We might keep it in our shipwreck. Here's the buried treasure that those shipwrecks have led me to. And our first diamonds of the world. As well as some more iron and gold. We've got a savanna nearby. It's one of the few biomes that I was spotting earlier. Let's get our acacia trees and acacia saplings. Get rid of that stupid map because we already got that treasure. Cutting trees, one of the best things to do in Minecraft. And right over here, next to where I'm cutting, is some armadillos. A little buddy. I'll have to come back for you guys when I have some leads because I can only fit one person in a chest boat. All right, there's the jungle I showed earlier. It happened to have some bamboo right on it, so let's make sure to get some of that. Also get some of these vines. These will be very important because what I want to do for my starter house build, definitely need some vines for. And let's get some jungle saplings. This may require chopping down a few trees. We've also got a dark oak forest right next to that. Choppy. I haven't built very much out of dark oak, and I think my starter house, I may actually use a little bit more of it today. That seems like fun, using a material I haven't used very much in my Minecraft builds. Basically, any type of wood right now, though, sounds pretty exciting after working with my space builds, which is mostly like glass and concrete, maybe some terracotta everywhere. I'm excited to use wood. I did see a swamp that we passed, and I'm also clearing out the river from some dumb floating blocks. We are home. Well, not really home, but we're back to spawn. Let's go put away our stuff. There we go. Our first iron pick of the world. And we can begin to empty out our inventory. We can explore a little here in the opposite direction by land, and we have found Pillager Outpost. I'm going to be brave. I was hoping there'd be some allays here because there's some cool things you can do with allays in 121, but I'm not hearing any, and there's only one little cage thing on the outsides, which is does not bode well for finding allays. Let's block you guys off from following me. I don't want to see you guys anymore. All right. Well, that's terrible. No armor trims, no enchanted books. Nothing. All right. Water bucket clutch. Hey-o. Probably good I nailed that too, because if I got shot right after I missed, that might have been the end. Well, not the end, but I might have died and I had to come all the way back here. Ooh, and the village nearby. Let's steal some workstations. Never hurts to have some extra of these, especially when it comes to working with villagers in the future. All right, and we're still exploring. Look, guys, pink sheep. So I know all you Minecrafters love it when people find pink sheep. And another village on the distance. Ooh, this is one of my favorite villager houses, the leather worker, because these cauldrons early game, they're very useful for things like lava and other stuff, but they do cost a lot of iron to make. So thank you, villager, for your sacrifice. And you know what? Just to make it worth your while, I'm going to steal the chest as well. You got nothing now. We got a dog. This is why you kill skeletons. So you can get a puppy. Hey, buddy. I'm up here. I saw some spruce in the distance, so I've been chopping these down, and now I'm collecting all the saplings. I did actually make another dog, my friend, so I've got two kind of following me around right now. I know these are all over the world, but sometimes I feel like I never find them. This, guys, is a trail ruin. So we'll have to mark this and come back here at some point and do some archaeology. Not sure how that ties into the whole medieval thing, but here we go. I want you guys to sit down because I saw some foxes and I know you guys will murder them. Do we have any sweet berries over here? That would be nice. But okay, you're safe. But no sweet berries. All right, one pupper. That's all I got room for. And I'm not walking all the way just to get both of you back. So one of them is hanging out back home, and the other came back with me. Let's go into that cave that we went down way at the beginning and start a little mine to bedrock so we can get some deep slate and tough and hopefully some diamonds. Maybe some lapis and redstone. Checking my cords here. 46. I've not gone down very far yet. We are cruising. This is where the real work begins. Now, some people say that I don't mine, and that's not true. I usually mine for at least an hour every time I start a world. And then I go do other stuff that doesn't involve mining for the most part. Oh, I hear some kind of cave. You guys to the right here? No, which way are you? Shift, just, I don't know why I'm shifting. Ooh, iron. Oh. And all these caves that I found have led me down to what looks to be a giant aquifer under the ground. That just looks like danger right now. I've got no enchanted gear. Yeah, I'm not ready to go light that whole thing up and fight. Let's, oh. That's very sneaky, waiting for a guy coming out of the mining cave. You should know better than that. Oh, our first gunpowder of the world. We got TNT before we got gunpowder. We're going to start a new one that hopefully mine that takes us away from that giant aquifer. So we're back kind of just right near spawn as well. Possibly close to where I might build a starter house. And we're going to head down this way and see where we get. And we run into a ravine. That's all right. I could go down there. I don't have a lot of torches, though, so I want to be careful with that. Let's just maybe turn left here and just start another staircase that looks like to be a very shallow ravine and not very wide. I guess not shallow, but narrow. And let's head down and see what we find down here. Oh, I'm hearing a lot of noises. There's something near me. A cave. Maybe a spawner. The multiple spiders. Oh, there's a oak plank. The telltale signs of a mine shaft. We have found an abandoned mine. Sometimes those can be good. There can be some loot in there. And sometimes those can just be a pain. With lots of dead ends. And hey, buddy, you want to come here and die? No, sir. Well, he just ran off. You gonna come fight me, man? I'm ready for you. I gotta fix my pick block situation. It keeps moving tools out of my inventory, and I don't want that. Usually spider sounds in a mine shaft are cave spiders. Ooh, that's a decent chunk of iron right there. Gonna keep our eyes out. We can also get some string. I may use my shears on some of these to get the cobwebs as well. Those can be useful for some various farms and decorations. But let's get some of this iron while we're down here. Make it worth it. Man, you know, these are some big chunks of iron. There's even more iron. I see granite, I see stone, and I see big veins of iron. We might be in an actual iron ore vein over here that intersects with this mine shaft. So we'll definitely, especially maybe once we get fortune, have to come back down here and mine it out and see what all we can find. This is my favorite block in the game. I hate breaking it, but I have not found much lapis. And now I find lapis in a mine cart. But also I found a golden apple and some glowberries, so that's nice at least. More iron, keeping my head on a swivel. I hear you, our first redstone of the game. Give me that redstone. There we go. Oh, all right, rematch time. Enderman holding gravel, come on. At least be holding something useful. Let's see if I can get him into the boat without looking at him. Just maybe nudge him in since he's kind of stuck in there. And, oh, we got him in. And he's suffocated in the block above. Time to swoop in for the kill. Ah, not so tough now, Mr. Enderman. See, that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to go in the boat. And more iron. All right, we are kind of done exploring the mine shaft for now. Let's head down the rest of the way, see if we can get to bedrock and get some diamonds down there. We have still kind of up in the stone layers of the world in this mine shaft, so not the best for mining. And I'd also really like some tuff, believe it or not. In fact, I may actually want the tuff more than I want the deep slate at this point, because remember 121, tuff is has a lot of different uses. All right, we found a little side cave here. Let's just make sure it's safe and check it out. Ooh, diamonds, party time. Looks like there's a little bit more on that end. Man, there could be, I wonder how many there are. There could be a lot more. Let's get our iron pick out. And one. And wait, that can't possibly be it. It was it. All right, rest the way down. There's bedrock. The bottom of the world. Let's start a mining shaft down here. I actually want to go up one level higher maybe. Ooh, that's a long staircase. All right, we got some more redstone. Definitely don't want to do too much down here before I get fortune, because you kind of feel like you're wasting the mining. But I do need some diamonds. And I also could use some tuff and maybe some deep slate in the future. So whatever we get of that will be good for us. You know, it's always easier to stay positive if you think of mining down here as mining for deep slate and tuff, and all the ores that you get are just bonuses. Some more redstone. Ooh, got some tuff now. Yeah, give me that tuff. Tuff is actually a very good building block, especially now that you can shape it. Has a lot of uses. I'm really excited. I've got some ideas for how I want to use it, possibly even in our first build. But we'll get to that once we get some more of this mined. All right, got a lot of redstone here. Perfect. And just in case there's some diamonds lurking right above this. No, it's worth a shot. All right, give me that tuff. That was not tough. You've been playing Minecraft for too long on your opening world when the tuff and deep slate are starting to look alike down in the mine. All right, let's get all this. One of the other things that I'd like to do since we are actually working near spawn is find the 0, 0 block at the bottom of the world. This is always a fun block to look for. Ooh, some diamonds on my way. Oh gosh. I'm glad I got those. All right, how can I get the rest of these diamonds without burning them up? There we go. All right, hopefully no lava here. Perfect. What about here? Perfect. Let's go. Let's try the upper one first. Okay. And last one. Yeah. All right, there it is, the 0, 0 block. It is just regular old deep slate. All right, we're heading back up our very long climb. Let's get some lava so we can smelt all that iron that we made. We definitely got enough of it to justify getting a bucket of lava to do this. So let's set that up to smelt. There we go. And since we have string now, let's get a bow and a fishing rod. Sir, can't you see I'm fishing in the public pond? Apparently, he did not see I was fishing. Hey, buddy, you want to go to our new area? All right, I think we've decided we're going to grab a few of the resources here and head over to the spot, I think, where we're going to build our starter house. So here's spawn once again. Right down here on the left side is our mining area. There we go there. So right here across the river, I'm not sure if we'll build a bridge someday or maybe terraform or maybe put like a ferry boat looking thing, because that was pretty common, you know, for medieval fantasy builds. But we'll do something to connect this so we're not awkwardly swimming across all the time. Doggy. Oh, there you are. You stay here. We're going to clear out some of these trees. And I think I've got the spot picked out for us to put a house in over here in this forest. Let's go and get a lot of these trees cleared out. All right, we've got those cleared out. I did bring a lot of materials over, so let's go ahead and put a little chest down just for work. Let's set out some of this copper stuff to age, because I do want to use some of these doors and trapdoors for the build, but I would like them to be more oxidized than they currently are. All right, so we got a little kind of hole here in the side of this hill that I want to put the house in, but I think I'm going to need to clear out a few more blocks this way. It's a little narrow and tight in there right now, and flatten some of this area out so we have a nice, easy approach over to the house while still making it look kind of like natural, you know, curved Minecraft, you know, land. Let's go a little bit more probably here. And then this hill in the back will kind of just rest up against the back of the house. I'm totally not doing it all because you can hide the back of the build if you put it against the wall, against the hill. Our first, some of our first sand of the world, besides what we did in the looking for buried treasure and things. Let's make this a little flatter so we can get up out of the water and have a nice straight path back to where the house is going to be. I am going to need mossy cobblestone. So remember me talking earlier about needing vines? Well, here we go. Probably should have grabbed more of those from the jungle. I may end up having to go there if it's not keeping up, but I'm gonna let those grow and use them once I get a little bit more of the build done for texturing. I'm trying to figure out kind of how big to make this. I definitely know probably an odd number each direction to make putting a door in and having a central roof and stuff be a little easier to make. So let's go one more out here. 3, 4. Getting distracted. All right. going to try not to do all of the shading and texturing at the start, but just to give kind of a visual for this front side. On the lower corners, on the sides is a little darker, and the middles where more sunlight would be hitting is a little lighter. Let's put a doorway over here. This is going to be kind of a standing cellar basement that's above ground. So that's what's going on down here at the bottom is kind of my idea for it. Let's kind of just grid this out. We'll use cobblestone a lot for it, and then maybe switch some of it to the tough and hopefully in the future mossy cobblestone. So if you're looking at the tough and the cobblestone right now and going, those two colors are a bit apart from each other, we're gonna connect it in between with mossy cobblestone between the tough and the regular cobblestone, and it'll make a really nice transition point that way. All right, it's looking very celery down here. We got to figure out the doors and not doors, windows. Got to figure those out and where we're going to put them and how we're going to space it all. Get out of my way, leaf. Right now it looks like a really awkward face. Don't love that. I like those three on the left. I might do something more with them. Let's check it out. All right, let's get this one. Get kind of our perimeter here. You're not supposed to be there. Now some of this will change, but some of it will be hidden by the hill, so it won't really matter. So cobblestone is what we have the most of and is the easiest to get more of at this point. So we'll use any blocks that are going to be hidden. We'll stay cobblestone and we'll have fun with the rest of the blocks where they can be seen. I mean, that makes sense to me. We're actually going to take this down one block. I think the start of the second layer is going to kind of be the roof of this layer. So we're going to use some of those dark oak planks that we got. Excuse me, I did not want to put you there. We're going to have these running across the side and kind of sticking out as timbers, as you might find in a medieval cottage style house. All right, those are looking nice together. All right, and we're going to figure out some spacing here for making some more cross beams. Before I do a whole length of them, though, I want to test out what the spacing would be. Oh no. All right, so choice to go one block in and make it match, or to go one block more out and get all that spacing kind of completely redone. That's nice and even. Every other block. It's gonna make it a little less deep maybe than I was originally anticipating, but it's gonna look nice. And you don't want a box. You know, having a rectangle is a little better than having a box. I didn't want that stupid pickaxe anyways. You know what? I think we're done with stone pickaxes. We're gonna use the iron. We have it, and I think we have enough of it that we could use the iron pickaxe from now on as our regular pickaxe, and hopefully it'll last a little longer than those stone ones were lasting. All right, got the cross beams. Let's look at this from above. There we go. Got that going. All right, and we'll pretend that those interlocked through the magic of Minecraft. Now the question is, do I want ones coming out the whole side of the front there? Well, for one thing, those are not spaced correctly. Oh my gosh. But I don't think I like that. Let's see if they're spaced. Yeah, I still don't like it, I don't think. Yeah, I think just having them maybe come off of the corner piece here. And then the long sides will be fine. And we can let those be. Let's try maybe some buttons here. Might add a little detail. We're going to use some trap doors for the windows down here in the basement. That's very cellar-y. I feel like it needs a little more shape still. Its wall's still pretty flat, and I'm not in love with those buttons. I'm not sure if I'll change those or not. What could I do? Oh, you know what I could do? I could turn these into stairs. And they might, if I do it right, I don't know why sometimes the stone cutter is not working correctly. If I do this right, it should add a nice little shape and indent. Oh, I like that. That's nice. Okay, let's fix this. If we leave one, let's see. Let's look at the other side. If we leave one block at the end extra, where's our tough? We can do just a regular old tough stair here that will match perfectly. Yeah, and now that is connecting better. We'll do that for now. We'll change that to mossy cobblestone later. All right, I'm liking that spacing a lot more. Not liking the buttons above it though. We'll have to figure out something else for those. All right, and kind of doing the same thing over here. And one of the reasons to just work on one side of it at a time is no sense in replicating it on other sides if you don't like what it looks like on that side. So there we go. Got one little window on the front, and a doorway is going to be there. All right, let's get our cross beams going up here. This will look really cool from below. It'll look kind of like rafters. And I might just use these as the floor beams for the second floor as well, and fill them in with a pattern. Flower? That's not where I wanted that. All right, those should help because I want the second floor to kind of extend a little bit from the first floor. And so having some extra supports there without being full blocks will, I think, help that look more supported. Let's frame this out. We've got our... I don't like that. Is it too much darkness? Is darkness not my old friend? Is it definitely this corner thing is not good. I don't like that as it currently is. And I think it's made worse by the fact that these are the same block. So let me try something else out. Let's move these in. All right. Okay, that makes more sense, you know, architecturally, but still not completely in love with it. Let's try some birch and see what that does. Kind of give us a wider look on the middle for some of the framing here of the walls. You know, I did not build those supports to not use them. Let's frame out the wall a little bit, give us a little variation of our height. Let's strip those to match. All right. That is a jarring contrast that I don't think works very well. Let's get rid of these. Let's try the oak. I can't believe it. I'm building a Minecraft house out of oak and dark oak and cobblestone. It's like all the things I hate. I don't really hate any of those things. I just think, especially cobblestone and oak, regular oak by itself is, A, it's, you know, all the vanilla plains villager houses, but B, that's what everyone makes, you know, for their Minecraft starter house. Obviously with a lot less detail than we're doing here. But it kind of can, because you're so used to seeing it on brand new builds and people who've never played before, you start to think it looks a little cheap. And let's look here. Maybe we go 3 windows on the side there. I think that would look a little better. I gotta figure out how to space those. There we go. Let's get this side framed out. Okay. We've got some spruce slabs that we're going to use. Where are you at, spruce slabs? To do the floors here. Oh yeah, I need a way to get downstairs too. I'll have to figure that out in a bit. All right, we're starting to get enough vines that we can make some of our mossy cobblestone. Let me show you guys what that looks like. And we're going to kind of just fill these in and expand on the texturing here as we get more vines here in the future. This will probably be the best example right here in this corner. You can see it's getting darker as it goes back into that corner. As the kind of think of the way the light hits the bricks and where they are in relation to the ground. That's kind of what we're using. The tough as the darkest part of the shadow, mossy cobblestone in the middle, and regular cobblestone as the lighter part of it. Let's get our same pattern of windows going on over here. This side is not going to be seen as much, so other than from the inside, we want it obviously to match when we're in the interior, although there will be storage and stuff in there, so you won't be able to always see all of it. All right, we're going to just do a ladder over here to the cellar to get in. The top will have its own door. I think it's going to be on the side here uphill, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And right now, the side of it has no room for a door, so we'll have to figure this out. All right, let's get a roof line going. I think we're going to use dark oak to frame this. I'm pretty sure that one on the bottom is not facing the right way, but I'll deal with that from a different spot. Work our way up. We're going to just do a simple 45-degree staircase angle. And dark oak's just going to be the frame. We're not going to make the entire top of the build out of dark oak. We did do an odd number here, so instead of 2 stairs meeting, we're going to do a little stair pointing forward and then start the other side. Let's go ahead and work our way down. There we go. Boom. And now we got to work our way up. There we go. I did make some scaffolding, by the way, if you didn't see that earlier. I had to go get some more resources back from the other house. Let's see if I can water bucket. I'm trying to get better at this because especially in the end and other places, it would come in really handy to know how to do well and consistently. I'm thinking there should be a challenge for the end this time. Maybe I just wear iron armor. I don't know. Maybe you guys can suggest some things in the comments below for the end. All right, we're going to use a slab up here for the roof line. And seriously, I'm one short. The nice thing about using a bottom slab up there is it's spawn proof, but also, there we go. All right, we're going to use those copper trapdoors as our window shutters. I like the green part. I think you'll notice at the bottom with the tuff and the mossy cobblestone, there's sort of a green tint to our build already. And the oxidized trapdoors will provide a bit more of that. Now, for a while, they'll probably go entirely oxidized. I don't know if I want to keep them that much or maybe keep the more rusted look on some of them. But right now I have no honey, so they're going to be what they are until I get more resources. And so some of these will also, turn over time, maybe even while we're building this. No, I can't reach the block above you. There we go. We're going to put some flower planters out front here. Use some dirt, maybe switch it out with grass blocks at a later point once we have Silk Touch, or maybe moss, but we'll use the trapdoors to enclose them. Although I'm going to run into a problem I just realized. With the gap there, I can only put one trapdoor on one side of each planter, and you're going to see just dirt from the side of it, which looks a little weird, not going to lie. Perhaps I could just put it on the one that's facing the public, but I think it'd be better. Let's just make one big long planter box, and then it's not an issue. We're going to put in some glass. I know I want the first two spots too high glass here, so we'll just do that for now. And sadness, no Silk Touch. All right, we got a little bit more of the front done. I might switch those spruce trapdoors out. I'm not liking those on the sides as much. Let's see. Where's my axe? Give me those back. Let's collect all these, and then we'll do maybe oak trapdoors. I think will look a little better. And just give us a little more variety. It'll also make it look like with the spruce underneath that there's more of a shadow. We better make those face the right way. Here we go. There we go. It'll look a little darker underneath and look a little lighter on the tops and sides. All right, and a spruce trapdoor there to access the cellar. Yeah, I think that looks nice. And we can put some flowers on it. Do I have any flowers on me? Don't want to full run out and grab them right now. Oh, I do. I have a lilac. Let's put that one over here because that's not really looking out and it won't block my view as much. Try not to put too tall flowers in spots where I know I'm going to be looking out of, because then they're in the way. All right, we're going to build a little staircase that kind of wraps around and goes up to kind of a back patio behind the house where the front door will be, ironically. Here on this side, we're going to kind of blend in our blocks once again using the tough mossy cobblestone and cobblestone pattern. There we go. Looking nice. We got some slabs we're going to put down as well. But let's get... There we go. I do have to deal with some of these holes in the background here. Alright. Just kind of randomly put some of the cobblestone out here, and then I'll fill it in with other blocks. See, under the door, I think tough will look good because it's going to be darker, you know, being in the threshold of the door and all. We'll texture that out. Let's put over here in the corner under the building awning. You get a little bit of tough. I'm not sure how far I want to go back that way. We'll just put you there for now. There we go. Kind of blend it out with the mossy cobblestone. Oh, I heard a noise. Has he finally come to visit me? Where are you? Sir. I'd really like mangrove. That's the one tree I haven't found yet in this world. Or maybe some slime balls. Those would be good too. But we do have the leads we're going to get in a minute. There's moss, but there's also mangrove. So perfect. Hopefully I have enough emeralds for that. I did bring my emerald stash over from the other place. There we go. We got one mangrove propagule, but that should give us plenty for more. And let's use our other emerald to buy some moss blocks. And now for his other goods, the leads, because that's the kind of guy he is. He brings us items to trade, and he also brings us leads. Thank you. Sir, come out here. I would like your llama. Oh, it's a little dark under there. It's I don't think it's not tall enough for anything to spawn, but you know. All right, there we go. Thank you, sir. Have a good day. Be on your merry way. All right. I meant to use the vines and not the moss that I just bought for those mossy cobblestone. That's a little frustrating. All right, we're gonna fill this in with some walls here on the back end. Of course, as you use walls and they don't fully connect to the stairs, you get a little bit of this awkward spots where the dirt shows through, so we'll have to fill that in to make it look more seamless. There we go. Put you there. Well, I hear you, man. Do you mind heading out? Oh, I see you're using the staircase. That's very, very nice of you. I don't have a lot of the plugins yet for this world. I do plan to add like a mob head plugin. So in the future, I'll be less forgiving to our wandering interrupters. But he also brought me Mangrove. And for that, I love him and will protect him to the death. Speaking of protection, there was a skeleton waiting out for me. Apparently I didn't sleep in time. All right, took a little field trip back to the village, planted that mangrove. We're gonna use the bones we've collected so far for bone meal to get more moss blocks, because we are gonna use moss for the roof of our house. It's gonna give it a nice green color. That's another reason why I was using those copper trapdoors and the green hue, but I have to grow this, so bear with me. Hopefully I can get enough from the bone meal I have to get all that we need for the roof. There we go. All right. All right. And this is what it'll look like. I think that matches very well with the dark oak. And sort of has that kind of thatch roof, grass root feel that you'd expect from a cottage. Oh, I want to go a little lower than the frame there. There we go. Not that I've had to undo any of this project so far. A wandering trader's still out there mumbling about something. Don't know what. Sir, you've been paid. You can move on. And this is when I realized I did not actually make this side of the house go one down like the other side, which means I'll probably have to redo the moss as well. I did check the levels there. That's why my F3 screen is on. And we're going to have to undo this top part in order to make the roof look right, but I think it'll look nice. It's getting dark. Taking a little break there, have a little nap. All right, here we go. We've redone the alignment of the roof. Oops, we got some green showing through the corners there. I need to fix that. Maybe by framing, there we go. We framed it in with some spruce on the side that fixed the ends. Now we're going to put a little chimney on this. Sorry for not showing the framing. I just realized when I came back from my break that I had the recording paused during the building of the spruce frame around the edge of the roof. So sorry about that. All right, to help finish this off, we're going to put a campfire at the top. It's going to give us some real smoke. We're going to put a little roof slab over the top of that. And from on top of that, ooh, nice jump. We're going to put some trap doors around it to hide the little campfire. And we'll just get a nice little chimney. It'll look a little wonky, but that's all right. This is a cottage, starter house. A little wonky is a good thing. Okay, that was a little too wonky at the bottom there. Nice and clean. There we go. Got it going. I'll have to figure out if I'm putting a fireplace on the inside. But at least the outside has one. Top here, just trying to figure out some stuff. I think kind of this is what we're going with the fence posts. We're going to add a little texturing to the side, mix in some birch. For lighter spots, mix in a little bit of spruce for darker shadowy spots on the frame of the house. That's a little too drastic there. We want to always kind of go over nicely. Let's add some lanterns, which we use some of our iron back at the village to make. Let's try there. We don't want a ton of light, but just enough to make sure this is spawn proof for the outside. General rule will probably be lanterns on the outside of builds and maybe candles on the inside, but we can't do candles. So for right now, they're probably just gonna get torches on the inside that I'll replace at a later time. That is starting to look pretty nice over there. Well, there you have it, guys. There is our starter house, at least the outside of it. Thank you for joining me in this new world. This has been a little longer episode than what I normally do, but wanted you guys to experience all the different things of the world as we got going. And if you liked it, please sure to like and subscribe. Leave me your ideas in the comments. I am Josh Gets Lost, and I hope you guys will join us again next time. Bye.